Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. So, how to unlock the acid track. There's a fair bit to this. Now, obviously you need to update your Rockstar launcher first to get the new DLC, and then you get a call from Ron. There we go. And then we start the first set of missions. Okay, alright. So, once you've completed those 5 additional sets of missions, so 6 in total, we then have this vehicle that you have taken. It says steal the lab equipment from a nearby warehouse. Okay, so that seems fine. But if you look at the map, there are none there. That's because you need to be outside. So if you're confused about that, that is why I was initially hesitating about that, because I didn't realise that you're supposed to be outside the map. Simple enough. Anyway, when you are outside, there are 3 possible locations that you can go to, or at least now in these early stages, but there are 3 to go to. So you can't even get in that vehicle at this point or get on the bike until you've done this initial mission. Here we go. And there on the map, now we're outside, you'll see these little icons here around the map, those 3. So we'll go and do that particular mission. And here we go. So inside the warehouse, there are a few guards in here. So click to begin setup of get my acid lab equipment. Here we go. So like I said, there's a few guards in here, but nothing you can't handle. I don't think if you reach this stage of the game, there's only 4 or 5 in there. So here we go. Let's just set fire to them. And were there 4 or 5? 5, 6. Anyway, it doesn't take long, and they're not heavily armed. Okay, so now once we've done that, you'll notice that there are these green markers on there. There is this truck which we need to do, and there are the pickup trucks. So you need to get into the pickup truck to start this up. And then if you're familiar with the Cayo Perico warehouse, you'll be pretty adept at doing one of these. Obviously slide it in, lift it up, and then we've got to load up our beautiful truck. And the only slight issue I had was that you need a little bit of speed to get up there. So that was a bit of a fail, but not much. Anyway, so there are 3 that you need to load up on there, even though there are 4 of those green icons. So once it's on there, we are good. 1, 2, and the 3rd one, we are away. Okay, so now then, let us start off by getting into the truck, and we're pretty much nearly done. Now, as is familiar with a lot of GTA missions, you get some people who chase you, but to be honest, your truck is pretty robust, and the AI is not the most intelligent or powerful. The ones that can chase you. Here they go, and they've just wiped themselves out. Anyway, drive back, and we are good to go. The lab equipment has been delivered. So now we have to speak to our new friend Mutt, so obviously not this red van, to set up and gain access to the van. Before you've done that mission, that supply mission, you can't get into it. So 750,000. Yes, that is expensive, but this is one of the better MC businesses, possibly the best. So Rockstar's been listening to some of the complaints that we have had, particularly about making deliveries where you have to do it in multiple vehicles. Not in this case. It's good news. Okay, so in the usual Rockstar way, you can customize your vehicle. Now, adding lab equipment to make it faster, you need to do 10 DAX missions, which you can do by calling them on your phone. And they're similar to in the contract where you call up Franklin to do particular missions. There are 10 to do, but anyway, we're not there yet, so we're just going to customize our truck. And great news, you can armor it, which is going to make those deliveries much simpler. You can upgrade the speed, the engine, a lot of the stuff that you should be familiar with by now. Anyway, go through the options, make your choices, upgrade depending on your budget. I'll come back to it later. Likewise, you can upgrade this new bike. So good news, got a nice armoured bike, nice fast bike as well. We are good to go. Okay, so once that's done, you can now go inside, and there are 3 compartments to this. So one is you can speed up the production in there, so you just have to walk to this marker. You can only do it once per GTA day, which is about 48 minutes, and it triggers this little cutscene. So that will speed up your production. Likewise, bottom right, you can see product and supplies in terms of how you're doing. Okay, so that has been sped up. We are good to go. And to source supplies, usual thing, you need to register as an MC, President, VIP or CEO. So it doesn't matter any of those options for this particular business, which is a good change. Okay, now you have to be outside. So I'm inside, so I can't start it off yet. And that final piece there in the opposite corner was actually once you've built up supplies, that's where you can go to sell them. Okay, so even though the vehicle needs to be outside, you don't actually have to drive it to the location to source your supplies. You can use any of your other vehicles, and you're not restricted like you are in the missions in terms of things like not being able to call your all-powerful Sparrow, the one that I always use. Okay, so walk up to here and source supplies, or you can call Mutt on the phone. You don't need to be near your actual vehicle. So, okay, now we are in business, and like I say, don't need to drive our truck there. So in this particular one, I'll just cut through it really quickly, is we're going to the Deludamile depot, but there are other ones. There's a variety of ones to do. So like I say, I can call my Sparrow, go over there in this particular one. So I'm shoot the guards, pick up the plans, and then go and find which of the 4 vans actually has the supplies within that. And for those vans, unfortunately with the Sparrow, auto-targeting doesn't work, but generally if you either shoot at them or cause an explosion nearby, the van's just down there, so I'm going to shoot at it, and that actually will stop it, even though I haven't blown up the van. And if you do blow up the van, then you blow up the goods, so we don't want to do that anyway. Okay, so another guard is running past me. Okay, so then we walk up to our van. It's not in this one, so we'll work our way through. It is in the next one. Oh, the Ruiner 2000. It's still good. Sorry, it's still good. Better vehicles may be available, but I still love using it. So here we go. This one, it does have the supplies. So what we have to do here is lose our stars. I think it gives you 3 stars. In the usual way, go and hide somewhere. Hello, Mr. Ambulance. I'll probably cause that. And once that is done, we drive back and we now have some supplies. So we've unlocked our business. So we can now start building those up until... there, a police car was chasing me. Build them up until we've got enough to sell. And you'll know that you have, because you can go into the van, walk up to that sell area, and then you'll see them available. Or, like I say, you can call Mutt. You don't need to go and do that mission. You can buy supplies like you can with many of the other businesses. And once you build up enough to sell, like I say, the great news is you can sell from that single delivery vehicle. So Rockstar has been listening on those painful deliveries we had to do. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Take care.